Hey guys, it is May now. So yeah, it is actually May 2nd, and I have a Matteo's sugar-free coffee syrup again for you. This one is the thin mocha. I think they're all just called thin something, so yeah, this one is thin mocha. And yeah, sugar-free, barista style coffee syrup. Keto friendly, 0 calories, naturally flavored, and I think they all have artificial flavors too. But yeah, Nanteo's coffee syrup is the perfect addition to enjoy delicious barista-inspired coffee at home and at work. Great to flavor all your drinks, will make your favorite beverage even better, guilt-free. I don't think I read that before, but yeah, the other coffee syrup, the cookie dough one, is just about finished. This one was kind of a ripoff. These were both $7.99, but this one has ran out, and because there's so little left, I want to start this one today before I finish this one off. Because like I explained before I can even put the pump in, I have to use a bit. Otherwise it'll push the liquid out. This one actually looks like the liquid is down a bit, which is weird because they're usually like right to the top, so that's a bit weird. But yeah, I'm hoping this tastes. The reason why that one's run out so much faster than the salted caramel, which is the first one I ever got, that one is like the sweetest of them all. Like they're all sugar-free, 0 calories. But that one, I only need 5 pumps. This one, I need 10 pumps or more, even though they're both 0 sugar, 0 calorie. That one, like, and I got used to the flavor. Like, I'd say that one and that one are, the salted caramel are tied flavor-wise. I like them both equally. Like, I really got used to the thin cookie dough, but I have to use so much syrup to get it as sweet as that one is, and that one I only need 5 pumps, so unfortunately, the cookie dough one just runs out so fast, and that was the first time I got it, so... Okay. There we go. So I got everything to go here. The ice cubes should be hopefully melted slightly. I just pulled them out like 30 seconds before starting to film. Okay, yeah, so for some reason, usually they're right at the top, but this one's already like a bit low, which is a bit weird, but it's all sealed, so it's all good. Okay, so let's start with the ice cubes. I actually like to put the ice cubes in first because then I can put the syrup in after the coffee, and then I know it'll mix properly. I'm worried if I put the syrup in at the bottom first that it maybe won't mix properly. So it is May, so it's a new month. These ice cubes weren't as big because they don't always get filled up quite as equally every single time, but yeah, I think that's quite a fair bit of ice, so I think I'm going to stop there and leave the last two for my water after. And this is just what I do with my iced coffee. I end up pouring it after it's cooled, my hot coffee, into my water bottle. So this is actually 3-day-old coffee, but when I make iced coffee it tastes perfectly fine like this. So this is the Decaf PC Swiss Water Organic. Okay, I'm not pouring too much because I do have to add the syrup and cream, but it is pretty full still. Maybe I should have done the syrup first. Sometimes I do the syrup first, but if it's the pump and I know how many pumps works for that syrup, once I put the pump in this after and I figure out how much pumps of syrup works for this, like taste-wise, then I'll be able to just put the syrup in before the coffee, and then I won't need to like eyeball it like this. Okay, this just smells like vanilla. It doesn't really smell like mocha. It honestly smells like my pure vanilla extract I have. But yeah, let's pour some of this in. Hopefully this tastes good. Okay. Let's put this over here. I'm gonna go grab the cream. Try to pour this in slowly so I can kind of add up my calories as I go, because it's 15 calories per 1 tablespoon. Yeah, it's probably at least 200, I'm guessing, that I put in. I usually estimate 200 to 250 calories just for the cream. Basically, that's all my calories is just for the cream. But yeah, I think that's about 200 that I just put in. Okay, and I do want to put these last 2 ice cubes in my water bottle quickly here. So just give me a second. I'm actually just using water I filled up yesterday night instead of getting fresh water. But you know what? I might as well pour fresh water in here. Okie dokie, just a second. Kind of film this all in one shot because the clothing videos take so much editing work, and these just make it a lot easier in terms of not having to do all the editing. So that's why I just film these all in one go, and I always end up just doing the ice cubes in my water at the same time. Okay, last but not least, I want to quickly refill my ice cube tray and put it in the freezer. The reason I rushed this part before tasting this is because I want to do it all before other people come out to use the sink, so that's why I'm like kind of rushing. But yeah, because I just wiped everything down before filming this and before it gets all dirty and everything. I want to do this quickly, so okay. I will be brewing fresh coffee today for my next round of decaf because since this stuff is like 3 days old, I will use this up today or just end up dumping it and using fresh stuff. After 3 days, I usually just try to use up the rest later in the day, but this might not be enough for another 19-ounce thing here, so... But today will be my brewing day to brew my next batch of decaf. But the great thing is I end up saving money because I can make so many cups out of one pot by making the iced coffee. So, plus the syrup just tastes better in iced coffee than hot coffee. So, okay, here will be my taste test. I got a bit on the edge there. Okay. This is going to be like the last MATTEO'S taste test, like where it's like, can't really tell what I'm tasting. I think I definitely added in the right amount of syrup. I feel like this one will hopefully last longer, but I can't tell for sure how much syrup I added. But it was about here probably, and I added about that much. So probably way less than the cookie dough syrup that morning where I tried it out and I ended up adding like this much syrup because it started right at the top, I think. But this one, sweetness-wise, it's like, I'd say a lot sweeter than the cookie dough one, and I didn't have to add as much. Taste-wise, I can definitely taste a bit of mocha. It smelled more vanilla, but now that I'm tasting it, I can taste the mocha. But it doesn't taste like chocolate or anything. It does have more of a mocha taste, but because of the sugar-free, you're definitely going to get more of an off taste than you would of just something that's not sugar-free, so just a heads up. But I mean, I'm so used to these MATTEO'S syrups now that I'm actually like enjoying the taste of the sugar-free. And for me, it's just cutting out that extra, instead of having cream and sugar, I'm just having calories just from the cream in the morning in the decaf coffee. So it's cutting out that excess calories, plus the sugar is just very fattening, and cutting back on the sugar. At least there's still sugar in some of the other things I eat, especially like fruit, but cutting back on added white sugar has helped with the weight loss, and continues to. So I think, yeah, these syrups are a definite plus, and I think I'm just going to stick to this brand for as long as possible because they taste great, and yeah, they're sugar-free and keto-friendly is kind of cool. My brother's actually doing keto right now. And I've kind of been inspired by that. So I've been trying to do more research about keto and stuff, but I try not to stick to like one thing in particular. But yeah, I had been researching more on the low carb, but I've already kind of been doing low carb for the most part. But keto is like a certain amount of carbs, not going past a certain amount of carbs, but it's also like, I don't know, like high fat. And it's like, I don't know, high fat doesn't always work for everyone, so I don't know if I'll end up doing keto myself, but just wanted to mention that this is keto friendly, and I even showed that to him one day, and he put some in his coffee, not this one, but the last one. But yeah, I think I'm gonna really like this mocha one. I hope it lasts longer so I get my money's worth. Yeah, but I can definitely taste some mocha flavor. So when you open this up and smell it, don't be alarmed by the smell. It definitely has a vanilla smell, but once you taste it, it definitely tastes, you can take my word for it. Out of all the syrups I've tried so far, this one out of all of them I can say tastes actually according to the flavor. The cookie dough and the salted caramel. Salted caramel has a slight caramel taste to it. Cookie dough just tastes like kind of, I don't know, similar to caramel, but not necessarily cookie dough. But this actually does kind of have a mocha-y taste to it, I find, so from what I've tasted so far. So I'm looking forward to trying this. I kind of just want to have this one out, but I will finish off what's left in that. But hopefully I get more of my money's worth of this one. So taste-wise, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend it. So, yep. Thanks for watching my MATTEO'S Thin Mocha Coffee Syrup. And, yeah, there will be some more videos coming out soon, so stay tuned.